Hello, thanks for joining me today on Discovering My Dividends. And while I'm going to be talking about uh, something that you really need to, I think, learn when you become involved in buying and selling stocks. So if you're new to buying and selling stocks and you're not sure why you should be jumping in right now with the trade war going on and the uncertainty and the volatility, all these things definitely are scary. But if you start with a small amount of money and you're not putting yourself in over your head, it's a good time to learn, because the volatility does allow you to kind of see the ebbs and flows of the market. You're going to probably see more action in the market with this going on than you would at a more stable time. I'm not suggesting you do it unless you want to have that kind of experience, right? So I'm not an advisor, so I'm not telling you what to do. You have to do what's best for you. Here's the deal, though. The training that you need to go through to be a trader, to kind of teach yourself how to deal with all this ups and downs, requires a lot of patience. And if you're going to be involved in the stock market long term and you're going to be doing your own trades, you're not going to be relying on a personal broker or having your banks do mutual funds or investing in ETFs, and you're going to make your own individual picks. You have to learn that patience to know, do I want to hang on to this? Now, I've made a purchase of a stock in particular that's attached to the oil industry, and oil is kind of going down right now in a not so subtle way. So is my patience going to be rewarded when it's going to bounce back, or is it not going to be rewarded? Now, admittedly, I do feel like oil prices are going to stay down for a while. Whether that turns around, not really certain. And if they're predicting a worldwide recession because of Donald Trump's trade wars, oil is kind of apparently attached to that sentiment. Now, things could change. There could be some major uplift to the oil prices for whatever circumstances. There's lots of things happening in the world, but I may have attached myself to a stock that's going to take years to recover as opposed to like days, and I might not get that turnaround that I want. Now, it does pay a dividend, and as long as it stays profitable, I'm confident I'll still get that dividend. But on the other hand, there is that risk I won't. So when you start getting into this, though, you have to be patient. If you did your due diligence and you feel like it's a good stock, it's secure, and even under some duress, it's still going to have that potential to pay you out, patience will allow you to hang on to it and not sell for a loss. Whereas if I panicked right now, I could sell it, take the loss, but then start trading in other things. But because of the volatility and the uncertainty, which stocks do you pick? And so that's why I choose dividend stocks myself. So if you're new to trading, I do have a link down below if you're from Canada for a broker, the one that I use. We both get the same reward if you use it, so I appreciate it if you do that. I also have a link below. When you're starting out, there's a checklist that I would recommend you at least look at. You can add to it, but it's a basic checklist just to help you get started. I did a video on it, so check out that video if you're looking for a checklist as to kind of things you want to be aware of before you start trading. We'll see you for the next video. Thanks for joining me, and remember, be patient.